Hello everyone, it's Terry from GoTreasureHunting.com, and I want to try in this video to explain the differences between simultaneous multi-frequency, and single frequency machines. I know for the beginning detector and even for intermediate detectors, sometimes this is a very tricky subject, and I want to try to make it easy. Let's break it down. For instance, what are we talking about when we talk about frequencies? Well, the frequency is the number of sine waves that the machine emits and receives each second. So if we're talking about a frequency of 10 kilohertz, for instance, that means that the machine is emitting and receiving 10,000 waves or sine waves per second. So 10 kilohertz, 10,000 sine waves per second. Most single frequency machines run between 3 kilohertz and 80 kilohertz. Now that's a huge difference, and there's a reason for that. Each frequency has different effects on target size and depth. High frequency, which is 20 kilohertz to 80 kilohertz, is much better for very small targets at shallower depth. And what do I mean by shallow? Like 7 inches, okay? That doesn't mean that they won't go deeper. It just means that these machines are really good at finding small targets, earring backs, gold nuggets, little tiny pickers, and so forth and so on. Low frequency machines, which run from, say, 3 kilohertz to 8 kilohertz, are better for coin-sized targets, and they go deeper to find those targets. So that's why and also I failed to mention that the higher frequency, 20 to 80 kilohertz, they have shorter sine waves, while the lower frequencies, 3 to 8 kilohertz, have longer wave lengths, and that helps them to go deeper. Almost all beginner machines run from 6 to 8 kilohertz, and that would include the Technetics Eurotech, the Garrett Ace 250, MindLab GoFind, Bounty Hunter Land Ranger, the White's Coin Master. The list goes on. Now, these machines are great for beginners, and they're coin shooting machines. They're really not relic or gold machines or anything like that. They are simply good coin shooters, and they will find gold. Don't get me wrong. They'll find gold rings, gold jewelry, things like that. But again, these machines are really set up to find coins, larger targets at depth. So single frequency machines are the most common machines, but the thing is they don't work everywhere. For instance, if you're on a saltwater beach, the single frequency machine will work fantastic in the dry sand. However, when you move to the wet sand or try to go into the salt water, a single frequency machine is not your friend. The reason being that single frequency sees the entire wet sand area as one target. When it goes into the salt water, it's confused. It sees the water as a target. So for the beach, salt water, most people use simultaneous multi-frequency machines or pulse induction machines. Now, I'm not going to get into pulse induction right now. I'm going to go straight to the simultaneous multi-frequency machines because these are the most ideal. Why do I say that? Because pulse induction, you cannot discriminate out iron, and there's lots of iron on beaches. With a multi-frequency machine, you can, in fact, discriminate out iron. So that is a huge plus. And the depth on today's multi-frequency machines are simultaneous multi-frequencies machines have gotten incredibly deep. And for instance, a MindLab Vanquish 540 which is a simultaneous multifunction machine at the beach, can reach down 15 inches for a quarter in wet sand. I've done it, so I know it's possible. Now, there's also another type of multi-frequency machine, and you have to be careful when you're looking at these, because these machines, they offer multi-frequencies, but you have to switch from one frequency to the other manually, and you can only use one frequency at a time. Now, that's great. The machines like the Nocta Macro and Fibio offer, I think, 4 or 5 different frequencies to choose from, which means you can shoot coins, you can look for artifacts, you can go gold prospecting if you want to. So these machines can be very, very useful. I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying they're not going to work on the beach because, in fact, they are single frequency machines because you're just using one frequency at a time. Simultaneous multi-frequency used to be the domain of MindLab only. They had patents and different things for many, many years, and they are still the leading manufacturer of simultaneous multi-frequency machines. However, there is a new kid on the block, and that is Nocta Macro. Nocta Macro has just introduced the Legend, which is a true simultaneous multi-frequency machine. However, it also has some single frequencies that you can flip over to and use. So this machine, if it's everything it's cracked up to be, is really going to set the metal detecting world on its ear. Now, a lot of people have asked me over the years, what's a good all-purpose metal detector? There isn't one. Simple as that. Metal detectors are like golf clubs. You need a putter, you need a sand wedge, you need a driver, and, if you can afford it, a few other clubs. But you have to have the tools in your bag to do the job. I use the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus when I'm out coin shooting in local parks and looking for jewelry. When I'm out at the beach, I'm using the MindLab Equinox 600 or the Vanquish 540. I'm getting the Nocta Macro Legend. I'll be getting one of the first ones sent out. Obviously, they sponsor my channel, and Delic has promised to get one out to me as soon as they start shipping. So I'm really looking forward to putting the machine up against the other simultaneous multi-frequency machines that I have. And if you could only get one machine, I would suggest getting a simultaneous multi-frequency machine. Why? Because you can use it anywhere. You can use it in farm fields. You can use it on the ocean. You can use it in parks, woods, wherever you detect. Cost has come way down. The Legend is selling for about $650. The Equinox 600 from MindLab is selling for about $675, something like that. So, and the MindLab Vanquish 540 is selling for around $500. So these machines have come down in price from thousands. The simultaneous multi-frequency machines that came from MindLab, those machines were $1,200. Look at the price of a CTX 3030. These machines are expensive, but now you can get that same simultaneous multi-frequency effectiveness with a much less expensive machine. All right, folks, I hope this helped you. If you have questions, obviously, I'd like you to type them in down below, and I'll get back to you right away. I'll also have down below, I'll also put in a link for my email. And I want to remind everybody, December 12th is coming up fast. We're giving away a Nocta Macro Pulse Dive. If you don't know what it is, look it up on YouTube. It is a underwater pulse induction metal detector and an on-land pinpointer. you can use this, it modifies to become a metal detector underwater or a pinpointer on land. We'll also be sending the lucky winner the 8-inch coil for the pulse dive. It's an add-on, and we're going to add that on to the prize. So please check out the link below. Get into the contest, subscribe, hit that bell, please. That way you'll know the next time I put up a video, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you all. Good luck and God bless.